Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. There we go. Had to spin up the YouTube. Get the YouTube going because that is where I prefer. If you're watching this on a VOD, I have not been taking them off of Twitch, but I would prefer you watch them on YouTube because that helps me. Helps me help you. All right. How are we doing today? Y'all, it's Wednesday. We're coming up on the trade deadline. I don't care about the trade deadline anymore. It used to be a big deal to me, but I just don't care anymore. Maybe because the A's have soured me so much that I just don't care. Or it's just not a big deal anymore. Like, we've already had a couple of big trades. I mean, not really big trades at all, but we've already had some trades going on. Okay, this song has been in my head for some reason, and I don't know why, because I don't like the Black Eyed Peas, but this song, I'm a Bee. I'm a bee. That's all. I'm a bee. Okay, whatever. They're a bee. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play today. We're going to play Halocene all day. This is one of my favorite bands. They stream here on Twitch. They streamed yesterday, actually. We're going to listen to them today while we do our dailies. Just cuz. All right. Speaking of dailies, where are my dailies at? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Where are my dailies at? All right, let's do some dailies. We have got. Let's see, starting 9. Let's do starting 9 because I love starting 9. And let's see how we can do. I think we went 2-1 on Monday. Let's see how we can keep it up. We'll start with catchers. All right, we have got Howard. I'm hoping that's Elston Howard. That'll make it a little bit easier for me. And Romano. Christy Carlson Romano is Ray Romano. I don't know. I don't know why Christy Carlson Romano was the first Romano that comes to mind. All right, Elston Howard. So if we're going to just go by this, we're going to go with the Yankees. And again, I don't remember who we had on Monday, so I don't know if we've had the Yankees this week or not. But let's try the Yankees. We got them right. Bam. It's not who we need. All right. Let's see who we've got here. We've got we got Ralph Terry. Hey-oh. There we go. Nice. Everyone loves the Yankees. Yeah. But we have got Ralph Terry, who we had on the podcast and had passed away shortly after that. But that was so awesome talking to Ralph Terry. Gave up Maz's home run, complete game win in Game 7 2 years later against the Giants. He was awesome, really awesome. But we are not looking for the Yankees here. We're looking for the Stig and Romano. I mean, honestly, when Maz hit that shot, I have no idea who else was on that Pirates team. This is not the Giants. I mean, this might not even be a World Series game, but everybody loves Romano. I mean, I already went through the Romanos. And for some reason, again, Christy Carlson Romano came up first, and then Ray Romano. I've never seen Everybody Loves Raymond, so I'll take your word for it. I mean, I literally don't know who would have been going for the Bucks at that point. So I'm going to pick them just because I have no idea. I don't know that this is a World Series game or not. I haven't watched Everyone Loves Raymond. I'm sorry. I think when Everyone Loves Raymond was on, I was at a ballpark most of the nights. I guess that was during this. Okay, now tangent here. Up until really the 2000, like mid 2000s, right? DVRs were just starting to become a thing, and then obviously streaming. But like, I was at a ballpark during the summer every night. But also there was no new TV on during the summer, right? So I don't. But when I was in Atlanta during the winter, during the off season of baseball, I was at the arena every night for either NBA or NHL. So I didn't watch a lot of TV back in the day. All right, we're gonna. Well, I'd say let's just choose the Pirates. I have no idea. No. Let's go up the middle, I guess. I was gonna say we could choose second base and see if it was Maz, but we've determined it is not the Pirates. So let's go short. Yes, we know that it's the Yankees and Tony Kubek. I know everybody over here. I did see that, I think. I think I saw that about the Russian Everyone Loves Raymond. I don't know why I watched it, because I've never seen the show. Also, I think the writer does a show on Netflix about food and traveling, so I've watched that. Like Feed Phil, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I've never watched the show. Held. I mean, the Yankees were in the playoffs every year. Could this be a World Series game, or is this just a regular, like, hey, yo, here we are? Who would have been... yeah, this isn't the Giants. I don't know any of these people as a Giant. I have no idea who Romano held Stigman, though. Phil Rosenthal, that's his name. Yeah. Somebody feed Phil or something like that. All right, so we've got our ask ourselves here, why did Romano hold Stigman, and where were they playing when they did this? Is it St. Louis? I don't think this is the Red Sox. I don't even know this is an American League game. And did the Yankees ever play the Cardinals in a World Series? I don't know. I only know for sure at this point they played the Bucks and the Giants. And yeah, and it's not the Giants. All right, let's just go Cardinals as a guess. Let's go center field. Jimmy Piersall. All right. So this doesn't. I mean, I know it's Jimmy Piersall, and first of all, Jimmy Piersall is a douche. Okay, well, we know this isn't the 64. 64. Was it 60 or yeah, 60? 60 was Maz, wasn't it? And then 62 was the Giants, and then 64 was the Cardinals. I was getting 62 and 64 out of place. Okay, so Jimmy Piersall. Jimmy Piersall is this weird guy. He's the guy that he hit a home run one time and he ran backwards around the bases. And then he was the guy that was the White Sox announcer during Disco Demolition with Harry Carey, and he was ragging on the people that were disturbing the game. Like he's some holder of baseball integrity. Was he even the guy in center field that would run around while the pitcher was throwing to try and distract the batter, and they had to make a rule about him? I mean, he's a douche. It was like it was cool when he was playing, but then when he was an announcer, he's like, oh, hoity-toity. Jimmy Pearsall, though, where did he play? For some reason, I want to say Boston. All right, we're gonna do it because I legit don't remember where he played. I wish we got points just for knowing the players. All right, let's try Boston. No. All right, where do we go here for our final guess? I mean, it could be the White Sox. He could have gone from playing to the booth. Let's think of some White Sox around the 60s then. Like Louis Aparicio? Minnie Minoso? Minoso? Let's go with second then and just see what we get. Temple. Didn't help. All right, I'm going White Sox. I'm just going to go White Sox. I don't remember where Jimmy Pearsall played, and Temple, Romano, Held, and Stigman aren't helping me. All right, hold on to your butts. Nope. Cleveland. Let's see if there's anybody that would have helped me, because I wasn't getting it. All right, Tim Otto, 1960. Rookie Dick Stigman. Fans 10 Yankees in win. All right, 4-1, 1960. Only 10 hits. This was a 2-hour and 6-minute game. Oh, very close. We're 9 minutes away. Very close. All right, let's see who would have helped me here. Tito, maybe? Oh, I wasn't getting this one. I was not getting this one. Let's see where Jimmy played. He's cremated. Okay, does that mean he's sitting on the mantle of his family? Or, like, you get cremated and still be buried somewhere, right? Or scattered. Let's see. Where else did he play? Boston. All right. So, see, I had Boston. He never played for Chicago. Played for California, played for Cleveland, played for the Sens, and played for the Mets in 63. All right. He had a good year here in 56. All right. Well, whatever, Jimmy. You're not my guy. I wasn't gonna win that because he's not my guy. Shake it off. All right. 2-2. Here we go. Let's do it. Bear down. Shang and Schalk. I think that's just chalk. I don't think it's chalk. I think it's chalk. It's not Sarah Chalk from Scrubs. I know this name. It's not going to help me. Ray, I think. Something. I don't know. Is this Chang or Shang? Wally Schengen. Well, that's not either of these. All right. I got Ray Schalk. I'm guessing the Chicago White Sox. I can't guess them again. Oh, if that's it, I'm gonna be pissed. Ray Schalk. I don't even know if that's his name, but we're going with Ray Schalk. You know what? Have we ever had the Angels be the team? Schalk is a Hall of Famer. He shares museum with a couple of other guys in rural Illinois. Shares a museum with a couple of other guys. That's odd. I don't think that's going to help me. But have we ever had the Angels be the team that we needed to get? I don't think we ever have. They were all born in the area. Yeah, I know that. Just like you can't pick the same. I think last time I brought that up, you told me it was a feature, not a bug. The BRS. Beat Little Place if you are local, or Best Little Place. The BRS. So I'm guessing the S. Oh, is it only repeating catcher too? Just, it's like the 2-strike noise penalty. Neat little play. All right, so let's think about this. BRS. See, this is a good clue because I got no idea what you're talking about. But I'm going to see if I can figure this out. So BRS, the S, I'm guessing, is for Schalk. B and R. B and R. The B is probably for Benny Agbayani. And the R is for Roberto Clemente. This isn't... Oh, wait, no, you said rural in Illinois, not Puerto Rico. All right. BRS. Okay, let's go. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go with the Cardinals again. Illinois. Ray Schalk. That name, I know that name. I don't know if Ray is his first name, but I know this Schalk is a catcher. Schalk. It is. I'm going to go with the Cardinals again. I don't know why. All right, let's go pitcher. Oh, well, that's why. God damn it. It's because I've done so many damn things with the Black Sox. Yeah, well, if it was the Angels, I don't remember. I don't think I've ever chosen the Angels. Ever. And I was going to choose the White Sox here, wasn't I? We need to fix this bug. Now. Chicago's 1919 Eddie Cicotte begins scoreless streak by shutting out Red Sox 1-0 by Jacob Komrenke. The BRS is actually Saint. Okay, so BRS. Trying to think of other people on the Black Sox. BRS. I mean, Cicotte gave it away. Schalk. I mean, to be fair, I was trying to choose the White Sox first, but I couldn't. That name just kind of rang White Sox. I mean, I've done enough things with the 1919 White Sox that's where I made that connection. So this one, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a win, but it could have been a walk-off homer. I'm just saying. Let's see. 1-0, 1919. There were 9 hits. Eddie's out there saying, I'm not going to hit anybody. I'm going to hold that. Bottomley, Roughing and Schalk. Okay. Yeah, I figured that. I figured that this guy, if somebody's writing about the 1919 White Sox, he's the guy. Is he the one? I know I got a Saber book about the 1919 Sox. I'm guessing that that was him who wrote that. Which is a great, by the way, if you're not a member of Saber, that is such a great feature. You get so many like free books about baseball. It is great. Thank you again for putting us down here. That's an honor. I really say that, meaning that. I love this game. 1-0. This was an hour and 42 minutes. Hour 42. Oh, 11 minutes away. I think they should go back to this logo, if I'm being honest. Very easy to replicate. Let's see. So for the Red Sox, we had Babe in this game, not pitching. We had Harry Hooper. We got Stuffy. We got OC. Shang. We got Everett Scott. Wow. Carl Mays. That was Mays. All right, man. There's a lot of big names in this game. Wow. How is Carl Mays not in the Hall of Fame? Buried in Portland, Oregon. Okay. Let's see here. We've got Nemo Liebold. We got look. So these are all links that I've been to recently while making a video. You can see how many. And let's just look at Eddie Cicott's final years here. Really, this was kind of his final year. 29-7 with 30 complete games, 300 plus innings. Dude could throw an 11.9 WAR. Wow. Okay. All right. We're back on a winning track here. We got one more for this for today. Let's do it. See if we can keep it going. Let's go catcher. All right. So we've got A. Kendall. And we've got Nicosia. I'm pretty sure this is Jason. I don't think Fred. I think this is a more modern catcher. I think. I'm not sure. I think Fred. I'm assuming Fred Kendall was a catcher too, but I'm gonna assume that this is Jason. Who was on quite a few teams. He was on the A's. I'm going to go ahead, though, and go with the Bucks, just because that's who I think of him first with. Fred was a catcher. Well, we're going to look that up. I know you're right, but we're going to look it up anyway here in a minute. 79, a comeback. Oh, and that was Fred. Now, that's funny, first of all, though. If Jason came up with the Pirates, which I think he did, let's look at that first. Let's see. 79 comeback victory beginning We Are Family Pirates, Eric Robinson. All right, 8-9, 79. This was a 2-hour and 32-minute game. Very close. Very close. All right, so if we'll look at all these names here in a minute, but let's look up whoops. Oh, and Fred Kendall was on the wrong team. But, okay, so Fred Kendall didn't... I thought Fred Kendall played for the Bucks at one point, but he did not. Then my whole story and point is out the window. Jason Kendall came up with the Bucks, though, yeah. All right, so we fell bass-ackwards into this. Absolutely bass-ackwards. We needed the Pirates, which I thought we were getting. But no. Is Ed is he related to Mel? No. Not at all. Okay. So we needed the Padres. Randy Jones probably would have given it to us. Yes, we can, because all we care about is wins. Walk-off homers are great. All we care about is wins, because we're an idiot and we need to get through these. So Randy Jones probably would have given it away for the Padres. Ed Witz. Oh my God, this is so bass backwards. Because Ed Whitson to me is Padres and then Yankees. But we've got Ozzy, who would have been my third. I would have gone shortstop. We would have never gotten to Winnie. Kurt Bavacqua, we wouldn't have gotten to, but if Dirty's in there, we would have known for sure. And then we get down here. We've got Tim Foley and Omar Moreno. Omar, maybe. Foley would have helped. I would have also thought Expos. Then we've got the Cobra. We've got Sarge. We've got Scrap Iron. Dale Barra. We would have gotten the Pirates for sure. For me, Dale Barra is a pirate, just because I think of him with his drug problems, and he got in trouble. I can relate. He got in trouble because he was in the clubhouse playing Atari during a game one time because he was addicted to that as well as drugs. So I think of him as a pirate first. Kent Colby was in this game. Mike Easler, Lee Lacey. This would have been a fun game to watch. Raleigh came in and was not effective. Oh, Jesus. What? Look at these two pitchers. Didn't get an out. Wow. Kent gets the win. All right. What exactly happened here? Bruce Fremming was in this game. All right, so we've got fly ball single. It's an 8-5 ball game. And then we give a fly ball single, and then the Cobra with a 3-run shot to tie it. They leave DeCosto in. He gets a second out. Then they bring in Bob Shirley, who Shirley is not going to get Stargell out. Shirley gives up a single. Raleigh comes in, gives up a double, which doesn't score Sarge because he's slow as fuck. Then Ed Ott, they intentionally put on. Then Lee Lacey comes in to pinch hit for Dare, and he gets walked. Wow. All right, well, we did it. We did it. 4-2. Okay, so we're 2-1 both days. If we can do that again, we'll be 6-3 and we'll be happy. But 74-13 overall. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll take it. All right. Thank you very much for the game. I love this game. We'll do the rest of them on Friday. Until then, we will go ahead. We'll try a daily walk-off. We'll do the A's. Third time's the charm. I feel like we need to switch this up at some point and do another team. Franchise top 5 triples. Franchise top 5 appearances at third. 2008 walks. And exactly 3 seasons with the A's. Okay. That's going to be a hard one for me. I'm not going to lie. Triples, I'm going to go Ellie because he was a second baseman. 2008. You know what? He might have been probably 2008-ish. Chavy's at third. I don't know some of these names. We'll put Carney at third. Cust is probably around here. Danny Murphy is definitely not. Davey Lopes might have played at third, but he wasn't there long enough. Jay Howell, I thought, was a pitcher. We'll put him over here. Al Simmons, I don't know who Tom Underwood is, so we'll put him over there. Although Lopes might be over there. We're going to put Jimmy Dykes here. Or was Jimmy Dykes a third baseman? We'll just do that. I don't know who Danny Murphy is, but he was not on the 2008 team. I don't really remember where some of these guys played. Let's just send it. All right. Well, we did okay. I'm guessing Home Run Baker probably had more than 3 seasons with the A's. Let's go with Lopes. There we go. We got it. No biggie, we got it. Tom Underwood was a pitcher. Well, let's check out Tom Underwood because I don't know that name. 74 through 84. I probably would have seen him in person. I don't remember watching an A's game on TV in the early 80s, but I'm sure I saw him because I only went to games in the early 80s. I was like 8 years old. I didn't really watch TV at that point. Unless it was the A-Team or Chips. Take it back. Or Knight Rider. Let's see. He was mainly a starter, but then he went to the bullpen. I mean, he's probably about an average pitcher. ERA. Yeah. Okay. you know what? I know that face. I've seen that face before. Kokomo, Indiana. Wow, he died young. My mortality is coming into play here, by the way. It's been a rough last 12 months for me. Very rough. Pat Underwood, brother, played at the same time for the Tigers. All right. So we got that. Let's go do the grid, shall we? Let's see. We have got Twins, Phillies, pitched one game. We've got Astros, A's, and Hall of Fame. I don't believe Don Mattingly ever pitched. Pretty sure he didn't. You would think he would have. Oh, Ichiro works here now. But so does Bogsy, and we'll probably go with Bogsy. Ricky has got no squares here. No Ricky squares. Let's think of... are there other Hall of Famers, position play... Well, Babe Ruth. Are there other position players that are in the Hall of Fame that pitched that we can think of easily? Ted Williams, did he? I'm sure he did if you're telling me he did, but that's just reminded me, I swear, Ty Cobb. I'm almost positive Ty Cobb did. I'm almost positive Ty Cobb did, and that's who I'm gonna use here. Like, I think I remember just reading that at the end of his career, he faced another Hall of Famer. Neither of them were pitchers, but they pitched to each other in a game. Do I risk it? Because Ted Williams is a great call. Ichiro can go there now. And Bogsy can obviously go there too. Who's honestly the most on brand for me. I'm gonna try it. Well, it's not like we're gonna suffocate in space here if we get this wrong. All right, we're going Ty Cobb. Am I misremembering something, or did I get it? Boom. All right, let's look up. I want to look up Teddy Ball games too. Ty Cobb, pitching. Pitched twice. 3 games. Honus Wagner, George Sisler. There's what I was looking for. Exactly. But here we go. Ty Cobb. I want to see his game log, because I think I just read this, that he pitched against another Hall of Famer. They pitched against each other. It was Sisler. There you go. That's who it was. He and Sisler pitched against each other in this game. October 4th. It was probably the last game of the season. Looks like probably neither of them are going to go to the World Series. So, and, Lil Stoner, where was this? I literally just did this game on something. Oh, this was the podcast. That's why it's so familiar. This was the podcast last week. I talked about this. There you go. All right. I'm an idiot, but it got us a 0.6. All right. Pitched one game for the A's. I mean, there's a stew here, but if we're going for points here, I think we're going to go with, we could do a position player, or we could do Vince Horseman. Look at that, 0.03. I probably could have come up with even better than Vince Horseman, but we're going to do that. Okay, Astros pitched one game. Who's a position player for the Astros that have pitched a game before? Did the Machete ever pitch? Underwood. That's right. That would have. I wonder what that would have scored us. I wonder. I should have used Underwood. You are absolutely correct. All right, Houston, somebody that pitched a position player. I don't know. I don't watch Astros games. We'll come back to that. We can come up with somebody better than that. All right, Hall of Fame for the Phillies. So what? Robin Roberts. You got Schmidt, obviously. Pedro would work here. Tomei would work here. Carlton would work here. No broadcasters. I technically the broadcaster is a wing of the Hall of Fame. It is not a Hall of Fame. Sorry, I got something in my eye here. Does not include Ford C or J.G. Spinker Awards. There we go. I was going to do Harry Callis, but no. Billy Wagner. Oh, new one. I wonder if he's number one. Dude. Was made up by a dude. I like to think of guys Roy Halladay. I like to think of guys that just were like trade deadline. Schmidt, see, I think Schmidt would be one too, but it could be Billy Wagner just because he just went in. Like Ichiro's here, Billy Wagner's here, and then anyway, playing. I don't think did any of this year's play for the Twins. Parker didn't. Dick Allen. Oh, Dick Allen. We used Dick Allen here. Or no, Dick Allen was Chicago, not Philadelphia. Chuck Klein. I wouldn't have come up with that, but that, yeah. We could put Kirby here. Could put Bert Blyleven here. We could put Gaylord Perry here. Let's do Bert Blyleven, just because he likes to fart. Well, he doesn't like to, he loves to fart. Allen came up with the Phillies, and that's where he's going. because he's a Hall of Famer now. All right, let's do the Astros because this will be easier. All right, Houston and any of these teams. So Mike Scott, he pitched for the Mets too, which is weird, but I don't remember who else. I think he was in Scranton for a while. Let's see. We got Nolan. Is Nolan Ryan going to be the number one answer here? Maybe. Should we put Jose Lima? Jose Lima. It might be Lima time. Yeah, it's Lima time. I figured it would be under one. All right, so let's go here with let's think of some other Astros. We got Eddie Taubensee because I always think of Eddie Taubensee. Why the Astros are just not my team that I like to think of. I think Rafael Belliard played for them at one point. Julio Cruz, Jose Cruz, one of the Cruzes. Kenny Lofton. Did he play for the Phils? One of those like 9 teams that he played 1 year for. Don't remember. Luis Gonzalez. Why am I having a hard time with the Houston? I think because they were in the National League so much when I was collecting baseball cards, and I just didn't pay attention to the National League. Maybe if we go down the Twins and the Phillies. So we got Gagne. We got Greg. Between Gagne and Gagne, I can't keep them straight. Let's see. We've got Bernansky. We've got Dan Gladden. Herbeck played for just the Twins. Scott Erickson. Jeff Reardon. Senior Smoke. Oh, gotta do it. Oh, we got two musics going, but we'll... Baron Garrett Boogie. Senior Smoke. God, Astros. Miguel Tejada played for the Astros. Randy Johnson played for the Astros. Andy Pettitte played for the Astros. Billy Wagner's got to be number one right here, right? That's got to be number one there. Not here. It's got to be here. Let's see. Julio Franco didn't play for any of these. Mike Morgan probably works there. I don't think LaTroy Hawkins pitched for the Astros. Bartolo didn't. Greinke did, but he didn't play for either of these teams. What about like a Steve Jeltz type of middle infielder? I don't know. Here, let's go through these then. Let's go with Joe Blanton. What? Joe Blanton, big score for Cupcakes there. Wow, really? That shocks me. I'm vexed, as they say in Gladiator. And then we've got Twins. For Twins, oh, well, we got to do Terry Steinbach. 9%, that just seems very high for me. But I'm glad people are thinking about Terry Steinbach. Boy, am I going to be stumped because of Astros and not knowing Astros? Terry Poole. I don't remember where else Terry Poole played. I'm stumped at Astros that I can't remember. Are we gonna have to go with that? Are we gonna have to go with like Bregman here? I'm sure that's number one. And Wagner, Bregman and Wagner. Mid-90s Astros. Berkman, Bagwell, and Bidge obviously only played there. In the black and silver Astros, who else was there? Who else were their pitchers? I am completely stumped here. Mike Marshall, he played for the... I don't remember him playing for either of those teams. I believe you, but I just think of Mike Marshall as a Dodger. Who are the pitchers in those black and like silver Astros teams? Like who was their ace? Because I can see them pitching, but I don't remember who they are. I for some reason I'm out of my meds too. I have to go pick some up today. I do not remember who any of these people are. Okay, we're just gonna do it just for the sake of wrapping it up. All right, we're gonna do Bregman, or not Bregman, Correa, Carlos Correa. I almost biffed that one. 52. See, no one else knew either. And then here we're going Billy Wagner. 91. Only 7%. This, I don't think I have ever scored higher on a square than right there. I gotta see who else we could have gotten. 7.6. We got all 9. We did get a number 1 for sure. Oh, look at it. Jumped up since I went. Oh, maybe I pushed it over. Roy Oswalt, Verlander, Barry Zito. Okay. Giambi, JD. All right. Puck. Schmidt was number 1. Wow. Okay. And Babe Ruth. I really thought Ichiro was going to be number 1 there right now. The hardest one was the Phillies and the A's. Look at how much easier it was for people with the Astros than to name Athletics. Okay, I guess the recency thing must be it. Let's see here. Who could we have used? Fernando Abad. All right. Robbie Grossman. LaTroy Hawkins did pitch for both of them. Mike Jackson. There's Mike Marshall. Never would have guessed that. Pat Neshek. All right. Joe Niekro. Greg Swindell. By the way, I don't want to call people out because I suck at names and remembering things, but I was listening to some baseball podcast, not one that I mention very often. I don't even know if they still do. I don't even know if they still do pods, and I'd never talked to them before. It's nobody I've had any contact with, but they didn't know who this was, and they called him Niekro. I was a little bit shocked. Dan Shetzider. Okay. So there's some there. And for the Phillies and Astros, the big one, Kenny Lofton would have worked. Bobby Abreu, Larry. All right. That's going to make me upset. Larry Anderson, Paul Bacco. I mean, there's a million guys here, but Jim Two Silhouettes on Deshays. All right. So not our best work, but we at least, we got through it. All right. That'll do it for Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday. I got drilled by Correa for this same square. I tell you, I have the worst memory. I cannot remember things. I'm a visual person, and if I can't pull up a visual of something, I get flustered because I'm old and I can't remember things, and that causes me anxiety, and then that just doubles it. This is what happens when I run out of meds. But I got to go get some more today. But hey, thank you everybody for joining me. It was fun. I really enjoy these. And I enjoy you guys coming in and helping me and telling me names that I'm never going to remember. But this was fun. Let's do it again on Friday. Maybe on Friday we'll do a number one. We'll try and get number ones in all the boxes. See how that goes. But until then, everybody have fun. Stay hydrated. Watch some baseball. We got a lot of day baseball on tonight. Mets game in a couple hours. Be good to everybody. Stay hydrated, and we'll see you on Friday. Bye.